Hello, my name is Molly and welcome back to my channel. ATEEZ came out with a brand new video today, so I figure that there has not been a better time since I started my channel for me to do my first reaction to ATEEZ. It is going to include the songs Wonderland, Inception, and the brand new music video for the song Thanks. Here we go. So a little bit about ATEEZ in case you're woefully undereducated like I am. They have 8 members, which is a whole lot. Their names are Hungjung, Seungja, Youngho, Yaosang, San, Minji, Wooyoung, and Jungho. And they debuted less than 2 years ago and they are topping charts all over the world. I'm so excited to listen to their music. Apparently their name is short for A Teenager Z, also short for A2Z, meaning that their music is for everyone and they're a bunch of teenagers who are just trying to do everything they possibly can enthusiastically. And I love that. That's so cute. Okay, I'm so excited. Let's do this. Okay, so let's just dive right on in. The first song is called Wonderland. One other important thing to note is that I was explicitly told that I was not to compare ATEEZ to BTS, so I'm going to do my very best not to do that. I promise. Okay, so here is Wonderland.
심장을 pump it up 부숴버릴 듯이 we on fire 너는 여기서 멈출 텐가 가자 끝을 기다리는 시작으로 On my way 모두 발을 맞추고 On my way 하나 둘 하면 돼요 On my way 없는 길도 만들어 어서 가자 끝을 기다리는 시작으로.
Okay, someone tell me here, because in the video that I did about BTS and the music video On, I talked about how very cool I thought it was that there was a marching band in it. And somebody mentioned that it was a DCI, it was a drum corps. It was the Blue Devils, I believe. Somebody comment below if you know if this is like a marching band that I should know, if this is like another DCI group. I really think that it's cool that it looks like they're using real fire. A lot of groups obviously don't use real fire for safety reasons. They will instead do some CGI effects. And there is a motorcycle. They'll instead do CG. Really? Love that for me. So a lot of groups use CGI, they don't use real fire, so I think it's cool. At least it looks like real fire. Either it's real fire or their CGI is just top notch. I feel like I'm commenting a whole lot on the production and not so much on the actual music. The music is very good. I really enjoy production elements myself. I'm a really visual person. I really like that there are so many different angles that they seem to be using in this video. It's not just kind of straight on like it is in a lot of music videos. They'll just shoot straight on and they'll go sing. And you just get this plain old, you could have shot it on an iPhone. This you couldn't have shot on an iPhone. This is so unique. Oh, it's so good. This is such minutia that I'm getting into here. But what I think I would have liked in that wide shot with the stairs, I would have liked it. I think I would have liked just that that 2-second shot. I think it could have been made just that much better if it started like upside down and then went 180 degrees until it was upright. Oh, that would have been so cool. It's a cool shot as is. I think I would have made it even cooler. big ensemble moment is so good. So good. It's my favorite part of any music video. Okay, continue. That dancing is crisp. Okay. I thought immediately right off the bat what they were doing was they were doing kind of jump shots, like 0.2 seconds, 0.2 seconds, 0.2 seconds to give that effect, to give that jumpy effect. That's not what that is. They're actually doing that in real time. That's so technical. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Yes. Oh man. Oh man, that was so good. Okay. I don't think I mentioned it while I was actually watching the video. My favorite part of the whole thing might be those kind of military style uniforms they have are so cool. Oh my gosh. If I'm not mistaken, this song is basically them saying, you know, we've made it, like, this is our peak. We've made it to where we want to be. And we're going to keep going. Don't stand in our way. That's kind of what I got from this. If that's not the actual meaning, leave down below what the actual meaning of the song is. That's what I rendered from this, and I rather like that. I think that's really inspirational and, oh, so good. Okay. The next song I'm going to do is going to be Inception, and now I am so excited. Okay, let's do this. Hey guys, so this is editing me. I didn't realize until I came in to edit this video that this whole part about the Inception music video was actually corrupted and completely unusable. So instead of setting up my entire recording setup again and I guess pretending to have a first reaction, what I'm gonna do is just voice it over and kind of bring up some of the initial thoughts that I had watching it the first time. So here we go. I hope you enjoy this. I hope it isn't too jarring. So from what I understand, Inception is actually the beginning of a new album and era. So Wonderland was kind of the end of the first era, and then this is a different era where they're kind of saying, okay, we've made it to where we initially want to, now kind of, you know, get out of our way, we're gonna keep going, we're gonna see what else we can accomplish. So I found that really interesting going in because that was a very present theme within this first music video, Inception. And I should mention that Inception and Thanks, they were sort of released as a pair. So they sort of go together, and it's in a very interesting way. So throughout this entire video, there was kind of this very present theme of being older and wiser, but being able to look back and seeing development from the past. And I really enjoyed that through line throughout this music video. It was a very nice touch. Now at 1:26 here, this is probably one of my favorite ensemble dance moments in the whole music video. It's probably the most crisp dancing I have ever seen, and I love the reflection in the water. It's a beautifully produced moment and scene, but it does segue into what is quite possibly my least favorite part of any of these ATEEZ videos that I've watched, and I'm gonna discuss that in just a second. Also, this feller here at 205, yeah, he's my favorite, bias confirmed. Okay, and this part right here at 219, this is probably my least favorite moment, this little scene right here. I really, really don't like that ceiling, because if you noticed earlier on in the video, they used real fire. You can't put real fire that looks so good and is so aesthetically pleasing in the same video with this garbage CGI. I personally would have preferred, I think, even if it was CGI, I think I would have preferred it to kind of lick up the sides of the room, I don't think it needed to be the ceiling, because it doesn't add anything, it doesn't add the ambiance, it doesn't add any extra lighting, because you've already got the orange lighting from outside. I don't like that they used real fire and then they went for like the most Shark Boy and Lava Girl looking flames in this little scene right here. But that's such minutia that I'm getting into. It doesn't ruin the video for me. It's just this one moment kind of had my teeth on edge a little bit. But that's just me being hypercritical. Other than that, this dancing, so good. And I still love the reflections in the water and how the scene is shot. If they had just taken away that CGI fire ceiling, I think it would have been just that much better. But yeah, aside from that one just tiny thing that I wasn't really vibing with, this is a great first release for what appears so far to be a great comeback era. So back to the video. Okay, so this is the newest ATEEZ video. The only thing I know about it is that it was kind of released as a pair along with Inception. I think fans voted to see like which one they wanted first, and Inception won, so then they released Thanks like a month later, but they're technically a pair. So I don't know if that means that they follow kind of the same like story arc, if they're similar, if they're completely different. I don't know what that means. That was just something I read in an article a couple weeks ago. So I'm interested to see how that works. Here we go. This is Thanks. That hair, that pink hair. I love it. That has nothing to do with anything. I just love his hair. That was very Spanish guitar at the beginning. What an interesting way to start a pop song. Okay. I'm intrigued. Maybe I just haven't been super observant, but I do like that this is the first time that I remember, at least in the last two videos and all the ATEEZ videos that I've watched, this is the first time that I remember there being a full set of female backup dancers just in that one little clip right there. I really like that. That's cool. I love that the colors are so vibrant in this video. The last couple of videos were fairly dark in nature. This one is so bright. There's so much orange, yellow, red. It's not as black and blue and purple and grim as the last one. Oh, I love this. And I really like that it's kind of a return to that hip hop sound that we didn't get so much of in Inception. Yeah, this is really good. Those were some big moves. It's like the person behind the camera just kept going, do it bigger, make it bigger. It ended up like this, and it's very dramatic and very over the top, and so good. my gosh. Man. What's this? Okay. I loved the backdrop for that last big ensemble movement. Oh, it was so good. It was almost reminiscent to me of kind of like a festival or a carnival on a boardwalk. Again, comment down below and tell me what it's actually supposed to represent, because I'm sure that's not it. But for me, it kind of was it was a little bit of a nostalgic feeling because of that. I love that video. It was more reminiscent of the first one. It was more reminiscent of Wonderland than it was of Inception, which kind of confuses me now as to why those two music videos were kind of released as a pair, because Thanks is much more reminiscent of the last album or era's music. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I didn't like Inception or I didn't like Thanks. I equally enjoyed both of them. In fact, I don't think I could pick a favorite between the two. I think that probably be tied for first place, and Wonderland would be just so close behind. It would be like first place and then like 1.5 place and like 1.5. God, that doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? They're really good, okay? Well, I certainly hope that you enjoyed this video. I know that I certainly enjoy getting to know the group ATEEZ a little bit better. Let me know what you'd like to see on this channel next. I know that I definitely want to explore some different K-pop groups. I know that GOT7 and Pentagon are groups that I'd like to look at in future videos, but I'd also like to look at American music in later videos, because I'm not only woefully unaware of Korean pop music and culture, I'm not so good at US American music or culture either. For example, today is August 23rd in the year of our Lord 2020, and I learned 2 days ago that One Direction broke up. That happened, I think, 5 years ago. And now they all have thriving individual music careers. And I kind of like to delve into their solo careers. I'd like to delve into Taylor Swift and Demi Lovato, all of the music careers that I kind of missed over the last 10 years while I was listening to only show tunes, you know? So let me know what you would like to see next down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you will be notified every single time that I post. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!